Rick Hellman from the 4 Mill Wellness Way, and this is a very special day for the second time. We tried this last time, and 3 minutes in, we all turned sideways. So that was fascinating. So hopefully we don't turn sideways today. Maybe someone out there can put in the chat box what happens if you go sideways during a Facebook Live. But anyway,
that was weird.
But anyway, first of all, I want to thank you guys. Well, Merry Christmas to you guys. The holidays
Merry
are coming
Christmas.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank y'all for doing this. I've been waiting a while to be able to do this with you guys, to have the opportunity, and I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to share your testimony, because you've had some really amazing breakthroughs and transformation in your health. And so we have a couple of different type of testimonies, and we do these a lot on lives, and to make sure you guys are finding out what if you're struggling with certain things or conditions, that you can have help without drugs, without surgery, and if you're stuck or frustrated and not living the life that you want to, that there's hope. Okay, so these are just a couple stories of hope today. Nate, we have Bingles here, Nathan Bingle, Jamie Bingle. Now, Nathan, your story is really interesting because you worked, or actually somebody that actually was a patient here worked with somebody that you knew, right? And so Val, I do want to give you a shout out, Val. Hey, Val Rensig, for coming in and saying great things about our office, our clinic. Was working with Candy, and then Candy referred her husband.
Yeah, Dustin.
Dustin, and then he had amazing results, and then he told you about it.
Yeah, so we were having a lot of similar symptoms, and so I was hearing about it, and I was like, and I got to the point where I was like, okay, I got to try it. I got to come see.
Yeah, so do you want to share a little bit about what you're experiencing and kind of how's it affecting your life?
Yeah, I was having, I don't know, I think at one point I had up to 9 or 10 different symptoms. Just crazy stuff that was going on for months and months. I was having pain in my arm, was having difficulty breathing, pressure on my chest, anxiety. I was responding really unhealthy, to pressure, with just pressure at work and wow, what else was going on? I had heartburn.
Heartburn for 5 years.
Yeah, I was taking Zantac 150 for 5 years. It was just, there was tons of things. I think one time
went
I
to
went
the
to
emergency
went to the emergency
time.
room. I thought, in the middle of the night, I thought I was dying. And, it's just a lot of just crazy different things were happening. And then when I came here, of course, we started, we ran some tests, found out what was wrong. And really just started to, through my diet and other things, eliminating food and then all the symptoms, all of them went away within 3 or 4 days into the program. And then there were some that I had to kind of work through as I was going through, but now I don't have any. So I was having when I would eat, I would get all swim-headed. It was crazy, and all that stuff's gone.
Yeah, so that's amazing, man. Yeah. And what you're describing is inflammation, right? So when you feel inflammation coming up, acid getting out of balance, internal inflammation, and so. Guys, for people with GI problems like stomach problems, gut problems, it can actually feel like you're having a heart attack sometimes and feeling pain. And then you get anxious over what the heck is wrong with me and then end up in the emergency room.
If you're stubborn like me, you wait and wait. And then you start thinking, you start self-diagnosing. Oh, you get on Google, which is the worst thing to do. I got this. I got that. And next you got 4 months to live. You're because you got this crazy diagnosis. And so it brought me such comfort to come here and to be taught, really, because you were very informative about every step, which I like to know. I don't like to just, I like to know what's going on, and that helped a lot.
Well, in the emergency room, we spent time with the doctor, and she said, well, quit drinking coffee. No more caffeine. That was kind of her answer. You're fine, Mr. Bingle, but looks like you have too much caffeine. Yeah. So
but that wasn't
even any of your issue.
And I can have caffeine. Thank you, Jesus. No. But it's so it was good to know the different things that I could and couldn't eat, or that my body didn't respond well to. And of course, I also had really bad back problems for about 9 years. It was just where I had very limited mobility. I couldn't touch my feet, and it was even hard to get dressed, at times. And it's just, and so it was.
We're smiling because last time she brought up your underwear.
Yeah, it was. You
couldn't like pull it.
I couldn't. Yeah, like, babe, need smell.
I couldn't pass it up, man. Like, we had to get it. It's too good.
Yeah.
Hey, we still level. Great.
Yeah,
turns out
this is about the right time, 3 minutes. But yeah, so that really that helped a ton. Where I have a lot better mobility, and it's just the soreness is gone, and it's just that's
But
gone
you were
too.
misdiagnosed by another chiropractor too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when you had been over the years, you thought you had something else, but then Dr. Hummel.
Well, you'd quickly diagnose that and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Boom, boom, and then it's been good.
Yeah, I think that one of the mottos here is we don't guess, we test, right? So
I love that motto.
So finding out like what's causing the issue and getting it accurate, like bulletproof accuracy, right? Like hitting with the scalpel versus like a big dull blade. So that is true. So if you find out what's causing the inflammation and you know for a fact that and then you can take the right steps, right? So some of it involve food, some of it involve removing foods, others like adding certain specific herbs in to allow the healing to process, and then the adjustments as well.
And exercises
and stability exercise. So really it was a kind of a full package, but I wouldn't have been able to do it if I didn't have the information. So I want to commend you all because you all did the test, you invested in the test, and allowed me to do my job. And once we had the information, we could do that. And so that's awesome. Great success. I just can't. Awesome. I can't think about sitting back. What the heck is wrong with me? I'm having a heart attack. Going to Dr.
Yeah, I was working myself up, man. I mean,
it's just at one
it drove
point,
her crazy.
It just started going in one ear and out the other. I was like,
it's got to be sometimes hard,
Because it was like years.
Yeah,
I feel like
just
getting worse and worse,
and so the answer was there all along, but just wasn't found. So that's.
So I feel good. I mean, I lost 18 pounds, which is
a good bonus.
Amazing,
right? That's awesome.
So
and you have a pretty intense job. So you're in charge of a staff of 20 people as a chef. So you're executive chef for Morningstar, and you have a business on the side, so you're an entrepreneur as well as you're an entrepreneur. So when your stomach was feeling like that, when you had the anxiousness going, you had all the pain going, how was that affecting the job?
It's just hard. It was just hard. I don't know any other way to say it, but just having to mentally deal with it, it was. I just did it. I don't know how I did it, but now it's feeling way better. It's oh my Lord, it's like a new lease on life. Like Dustin was posting. I remember one time he posted, and it really caught my eye. It's I feel like I'm 18 again. We're the same age. I think 40 in our 40s. So it was wow, 18 again. Okay, but it's true though.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm have tons of energy. It's just that I can have a 14-hour day and I don't get tired.
Yeah, awesome.
It's like that. I go home and like I am now, we're remodeling our kitchen. So and it's I don't get tired, and so that's really great.
Yeah, and Dustin, his testimony is actually on our website.
Yeah.
It's actually on our Facebook page. So that's awesome, and he's a big fan.
I ran into him about a week ago, and he looks great. He's rocking it. He's still with it, and just.
So really, that's also cool. So, for people out there that are feel like they're stuck and they're struggling that with digestive issues, with whether it's Crohn's or irritable bowel or acid reflux, all those things. Those are things we just have to. If we can find out what's going on or why it's happening, where the inflammation is coming from, what are the triggers, then we can get rid of those things and we can reverse those things and to where they go away and stay away, right? Those crazy symptoms. So. Now, what was interesting is when we were working together, and we met because you're awesome, and you came in as part of the evaluation, and we went over the plan together, and that was kind of a process. We went through that, and then I remember we were going to meet because you do some marketing, right? So, say your marketing company.
Yeah, socialmetron.com.
And what's your company as well?
Oh, Nathan Bingle Photography.
Yes, he does photography. She does social media marketing.
Kind of stuff, yeah.
But and we were going to meet because we always want to get the word out to our patients better, to the community better, to the world better, and then you couldn't come to a meeting because you had debilitating migraines,
Yeah.
right? And he said, hey, she can't come because she's got. I'm like, what? Jamie's got debilitating migraines.
Yeah.
Get her in here. So, like, can you share a little bit about
Sure.
like your history on that?
Yeah, well, I've had headaches pretty much my whole life, on and off, really bad headaches. I've been to lots of different doctors, and they always say, you're fine, oh, you have migraines, but they never have taken any time to test. Nobody ever said to me, hey, it might be your food. You know, you go to the OBGYN, they say, oh, it's hormones, take these extra, you know, estrogen, whatever. And then, you know, you go to the doctor, they either prescribe something to you or they want to run CAT scans and MRIs, and then you just know that's going to lead to medicine. And I just, in my heart, I was like, I'm not taking medicine for the rest of my life. I don't know what I have to do to get away from that, but I want to find the root. I just don't want to start with a pill. And so that was always my reasoning for not like continuing to search. And I had done some chiropractic in the past, and I just didn't really feel like it totally helped, you know. And so what I liked about you is that you test, you know, we ran some tests, and I would have never known that pretty much my entire diet was making me sick and causing inflammation. And so just by starting to eliminate those foods, and then also combined with the chiropractic care, because I did have some issues, you know, sitting at my desk working, I can get the hunchback, I can start getting really focused and be like, you know, and all of a sudden I'm carrying pressure and stress. And so I think the combination of all that, and I haven't even started the Trust Your Gut program. I mean, I haven't even started any of the supplements, but just the little part that we have started, I felt really good. Because even when we did meet, I was having dull headache like every day, just living with a dull headache, on top of the fact I might get a migraine today.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, and a lot of it was structural. I remember finding some really specific things, because we have, you know, using the digital x-ray, we can really zoom in and hone on, either with a magnifying glass, and we see, okay, there it is. Yeah. That's the area, that's the one that's getting you and causing those headaches. And so, you turn around very quickly. So that was like, you know, years and years and years.
Yeah.
So how are the headaches now?
Well, I haven't had any, so I felt really good. Yes, I remember saying too, if you can help me, this will be a miracle. You know, because I've done oils, shakes, fasts, all kinds of different things to like clean myself out or try to reset my body, or you know, trying to do it the natural way. So
it felt like a miracle for me getting off of the Zantac 150. Like that was truly a miracle, because I never thought. I mean, that was 5 years.
5 years every day. That's
I was
expensive
taking,
too. Those pills are expensive.
And the fact that it's been several months now is still in my brain.
Wasn't it 5 days? It was after 3 or 5 days that you
it was
stopped
like 3
taking
days.
it, and that was it.
And it was pretty crazy. So even that, you know, talking about miracles, that felt like it still is like 3-4 months down the road, and not even a hint of acid reflux. So it's like, that's great.
That's awesome, man. Well, I thank you all for coming on today, and like, you guys are clients, consider you guys friends, and I love when I see, especially families, you know, get healthy and well, because I know you're also kingdom people, right? And so you have a calling in a life, and you have an identity and a purpose, and I love to be able to see people like function better and have an opportunity to do what they're called to do, to live the life that they want to live. And there's so many people out there that aren't, because they're suffering and they're sick, and they know that they're blessed to be a blessing. They know that they have a purpose here, and they can't do it, or they're just not doing it to their ability. And when your body's functioning better and well, that means so much. And that's one of the things that drives me, drives Corey, drives Kelly, our staff, because we just want to make sure we get behind the people that are here, connect with you guys, and see you guys walk in what you're called to walk in. So that's awesome. So that's an extra gift for us. That's a bonus for us. So, well, guys, please do me a favor. You know, like our page, share it. If there's somebody out there that is suffering from either, you know, reflux, acid reflux, digestive problems, you know, you've been diagnosed with an autoimmune condition, whether, you know, leaky gut, hypothyroid, whatever those things are, and then also headaches, the things that we talked about today, things we see all the time in our office, and it's not, you don't have to be stuck, you don't have to live with it. It's really finding the trigger, the thing that's triggering the inflammation, the thing that's causing it, and we test properly, we find out what's causing it. And once we have that, we can develop a plan, and like things that, like, literally people that have been living with their entire lives, as you guys have talked about today, recovering. reversing these processes. So you share with a friend, like if you have somebody like a loved one or a friend or family, have them call the office. The information is on the phone, like on the website and the Facebook page, and just ask for a consultation or ask some questions. We love to be able to help you. There's no reason why anybody needs to suffer from these things, these chronic diseases, conditions that you don't have to suffer from. So I don't know if this will be the last one we do before Christmas. I'm sure I'll probably get on and do another live or two. But I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for the people that are sharing. Reach out to us if you need our help. And is there anything last that you want to say? We covered a lot. I mean, I just want to just tell you how proud I am of you.
Thank you.
Because you did everything that I asked. And there's people that don't, and that doesn't really work out so well. Because you have to follow a plan and a process, right? But you guys did the test I asked, and you followed the process, and you've done awesome.
I needed that. I needed someone to say, look, this is what we do, bam, 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 you do this here and there, and that helped me, and so I was just at that point where I was going to do whatever you said, because I just couldn't live the way I was living.
I think we were desperate, just even relationally, it's hard. One doesn't feel good, the other one doesn't feel good. We have a family, we have a 3-year-old, we have a business. We can't afford to both be sick or be sick all the time. So, thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on. You guys, appreciate you all tuning in and sharing, and we'll see you next time.